What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video. Today we're gonna talk about a few things. First, I'm gonna talk to y'all about Rivian, and then I'm gonna talk to y'all about the news with Hyundai about the Santa Cruz being discontinued. Now, in my last video when I was discussing about sleep, um, now I didn't know too much about Rivian, but I remember I was watching a YouTuber. I think his name is Doug McDonald. I think that's how you say it. The full name of his channel. But I remember he said that sales numbers wasn't that great, and I had to do some research. And they're still making their vehicles. Yes, they're still doing that. Surprisingly, but um, their sales numbers are bad. Well, yeah, bad. And what else? What else did I found out? They was also talking about how their their vehicles are too expensive, and a lot of consumers aren't going for the electric. Because they all Rivians only make EV trucks and SUVs. Um, but their vehicles are way more expensive than the sleek models. Um, and I think if you think about it, Slate and Rivian they may butt heads at some point in time because Slate makes trucks and SUVs. Rivian makes trucks and SUVs, and they all electric. But Rivian, they have their cost is a little bit higher. So I didn't even know they had a short video, but I ain't gonna play that. 15 minutes long. So I'm on CNBC. Yeah, CNBC. Um, get the first look at the R2, Rivian's $45,000 SUV. CEO RJ, I don't know how you say his last name. I'm just gonna call him RJ. Gave CNBC an early peek. So it said what the company has burned through billions of dollars on its path to profit, including $3 billion in the first 3 quarters of 2025 alone. RS RS R2 set to launch in the first half of 2026. And CNBC took an early test ride to see what the vehicles was like. So, all electric vehicle maker Rivian is dealing with a lot. The end of federal support for EVs, a surge in hybrid vehicle sales, and a rate of a rate of cash burn that still alarms investors, among other things. I'm not gonna lie, but I did mention this. A lot of people are going for the hybrid vehicles because the hybrid vehicles. Think about it, we don't have a lot of battery charging stations in the U.S. right now. I think the most we have so far is I know they got some in California. They was talking about that a few years ago, and then you got the Tesla charging stations, but they're not everywhere. It's not like how you can go to Wawa or Sunoco or I forgot whether it's a lot of gas stations. Lucas Luke Oil, if I'm saying that name right, gas stations. It's not like you can go to a Tesla station or you know what I'm saying or power charger station. I'm just putting names out there, but they don't have it's you don't see them everywhere. And the reason why people want to go for a hybrid because they say, well, I can get best of both worlds. I can get a gas and I can get electric. When the gas go out, the electric is still running. When the electric go out, the gas is pumping. So people and plus it's affordable. They don't have to, maybe the battery might need to be replaced in the hybrid vehicle, but it won't. costs as nearly as much as replacing the whole entire battery underneath the car in the EV vehicle. The company has a no, the company has relatively low production and delivery numbers. I do remember them talking about that from me doing my searches. But Rivian CEO RJ told CNBC in a December interview that's not the full story. The R1 is the best selling premium keyword electric SUV in the United States. He said, adding that it has been a top selling premium SUV of any kind in the state of California. California is where all the rich people are at. This just tells me my cars, my vehicles as a whole is for the rich people market. This don't tell me that it's for the average people or for I can't even say middle class because that been shot up too far in the sky. But those type, I mean, the people that's hard workers and that put America on their backs, they not gonna be able to afford a Rivian. A Rivian is like buying a Lucid vehicle. But the RS, see, that's why I keep getting confused. But the R1S carries a nearly $80,000 starting price. Rivian's hope that the upcoming less expensive R2 model can repeat that same success in the far larger mid-size and mid-price SUV EV market. So I got their website up here. Let me go to it. So let me see. I guess trying to show a full picture here. But yeah, this is the RS. This is the R1S. It's a seven-seater and the starting price is $76,990. Now, I will give them this. Their range is way more than Slate's range. I think Slate, when I was doing research on that, they said their range is about. I think the highest it goes. I could just look it up, but I think the highest it goes is probably like 200 and something. I'm gonna just say that around that ballpark figure, 200 and something. I didn't really hear 300 when I was watching a video on it, but I heard them say 200 for their range. Um, guess I can't. I don't know why it's not letting me. I get it now. So that's their truck, the R1T. But they also have a reliability issue from what I saw. Um, their reliability scores are low. And this is what I was talking about with the slate models. When it comes to a brand new company, the price gotta be right for people to come in and buy the product. The product gotta be reliable. If it's not reliable, the sales numbers are low, right? If it's not affordable, the sales numbers are low. So right now, Rivian, from what I've seen, are struggling. I don't think they said they're struggling financially, but they're struggling to stay in the automotive business. The automotive business is a competitive business. Um, Once you get in, you gotta try to keep your foot in the door and keep the gas going. I'm gonna find something about that so I can show y'all. So they have an award winning in safety. But they can, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, they can always bounce back. They can bounce back. They can bounce back for real for real. I just wanna look up something. That is that is bad. 14 out of 100. Rivian's reliability has been rated poorly with a score of 14 out of 100, placing it at the bottom of the list among 22 evaluated brands for 2025. It has the worst predictive reliability rating among all brands, with issues reported in areas such as the charging system and electric motors. Despite this, Rivian ranks first in overall owner satisfaction, indicating that while reliability may be a concern, many owners still appreciate their vehicles. I don't know what to say about that. Something tells me that's not true because if you have a vehicle that's not reliable, you're not going to be appreciated to have your vehicle. If Honda makes Civics, if the new Civics, if they were unreliable with a rating like this, going to the dealership, getting it, you know, keep getting, keep getting it worked on and serviced on. Maybe this thing working, or the fuel pump not working, or the spark plugs misfiring. They not going. They not gonna be happy with the They not gonna be happy with their vehicle. Oh, I got this vehicle. Oh man, it's crap, but I mean I like it. That's what they saying. I don't think that's true. I think that's BS. But yeah, going back to CNBC, I'm just trying to do research before I give my full thoughts on this. I'm really trying to just weigh it out and see how it goes, but I'm just trying to show y'all the facts. But yeah, I mean, I don't think the company I don't think the company is bad. I just feel like that's that statement from them is bullcrap with the reliability, but the customers are happy with their vehicles. I think that's bullcrap. But they have a chance to bounce. They have a chance to bounce back. They just gotta talk within them, amongst themselves, and figure out how they can get people to buy their vehicles. But the way for them to get people to buy their vehicles, they have to be reliable. It have to be. If it's not, nobody's not gonna want to buy it. I mean, that's the reason why some of the vehicles today are not selling. Like some of the trucks and some of the SUVs the and then the sedans. Some of the sedans, they have to have reliability. Customers don't want to be in the shop more than they out on the road, either enjoying themselves or getting things done. That's on a daily basis. But now let's talk about Hyundai and their Santa Cruz. Now I don't have to read this article. The reason why Hyundai, their Santa Cruz, uh, was failing, like, well, it probably was reliable, but their numbers wasn't doing this. Their numbers was doing that. Their sales numbers, but that's because Ford have they have a Maverick. Their Maverick is one of the top sellers in the United States for the small pickup truck market. A lot of people, even though I think the Santa Cruz might have a better interior than the Maverick, but the Maverick is what people mostly want for a lot of reasons. All-wheel drive, a hybrid powertrain, and good fuel economy. And plus, I ain't gonna lie, I mean, the Santa Cruz, it just, it's just not it, in my opinion. It's just not it. Not trying to offend Hyundai, but yes, despite struggling to compete against the Maverick, Hyundai is looking to move up a class with plans for a body-on-frame midsize truck at the end of the decade. So now, besides, basically, damn, we can't beat the Maverick. I mean, yeah, we can't beat the Maverick. Let's try beating the Ranger, the Colorado. I forgot the one that GM made. That truck. I forgot the name for that truck. And then Tacoma. So now they trying, but besides just going head to head, because Ford is the only one that's making a small pickup truck. Besides going head to head with Ford, now they're going head to head with a few more companies, including Ford. Oh, I didn't even see this part. The Santa Cruz was outsold by its only direct competitor, the Maverick. Like I said, it's only one, but in his by more than 6-1 in 2025. Hyundai is preparing to phase the Santa Cruz out of production, according to a report from Automotive News. The compact pickup is currently in its fifth model year through the automaker. Oh, though the automaker wants to replace it with a larger alternative. I'm not when I seen this when I seen this news, I wasn't really surprised because like I said, the Maverick is a really good capable vehicle. Like if you really want to get into the pickup truck market, you may not want to buy the bigger, because you may not want a mid-size. You may not want a full size. It could be the cost, or it could be you don't really need heavy duty trucks to do heavy duty work. You just need a truck that can just do the small, simple stuff. Go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's, grab a little small, simple stuff, put it in the back, drive off. Um, you may not be hauling that much. You may be hauling just a few motorcycles, maybe one or two, and you want to just haul it somewhere, get out in the hills somewhere and ride out somewhere. It depends on what people want.